If you're looking to upgrade the flooring in your garage on a budget, this may be the absolute best option for you. Now, we've all seen amazing looking garages with these tile flooring that looks just absolutely incredible, but those tile flooring options come in at a premium price. Now, Swisstrax is kind of the main brand on it, and they make a phenomenal product. Their main piece though comes in, the tiles are I think 15 by 15-ish, and basically the price for those per square foot is about $4.99 a square foot. These, on the other hand, are from the Vevor brand. I'm not saying the quality is the same, guys, but it's gonna give you the exact effect that you're looking for. These are coming in at a price of $1.45 a square foot. Now, to be fair, Swisstrax also makes a lower price point style flooring, which is more like this, where it's a 12 by 12 size instead of their 15 by 15 size. That one still comes in at a price tag of $3.99 a foot, I believe. So again, even though it's not the same as their high-end one, this one's still like 60% off compared to those. Now, like I said, Swisstrax makes a phenomenal product, and if you're looking for the best and money's not an option, that's probably the way to go. That's where I would lean. But if you're trying to do it on a budget and you want all of the benefits of this style of flooring, then at $1.45, this is gonna be hard to beat. So I actually have 3 different types of Vevor flooring now. So the one I'm currently on top of right now is a non-drainage style that Vevor has. I also have a different style of drainage tile at my home garage, which is very similar to this one, but this is their new one that has the nice flat top to it. The other one has a little bit of a ridge to it, and you can get caught up a little bit when you're wheeling around. This one is nice and smooth. So I'm gonna be installing these in my new shop. I'm gonna go over this whole process and let you guys know why I think these are phenomenal for your needs.
All right, what's up everyone? In today's video, we're gonna be talking about yet another flooring option for your garage, for your shop, all that kind of good stuff. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos in the past, you may know that I am a big fan of the Vevor brand of tile flooring, the interlocking style. I have multiple types. I have the drainage style at my home garage, that's in a gray color. Then I have the non-drainage style at my shop. The reason I did that is because I wanted to compare the 2 different types. In the original video I made of the drainage one, a lot of people commented and said, hey, well, if you're actually working on your car and potentially dropping any sort of screws or anything like that, the drainage floor is not great for that. Also trying to clean it up under. And those were all very, very fair points. However, the drainage style does create a really, really cool effect. And they just came out with these new ones. Actually, I think they've been out for a little bit, but since my floors are already done, I hadn't had a need for them until now. Right now I have my new detail supply shop that I'm gonna be getting set up here. And they just came out with these ones. They have them in multiple colors. So it's a drainage style again, but if you look, it is the flat style. So the top surface of this is shaved down and nice and flat. Should make it easier to roll on and all that kind of good stuff. If you use any creepers or detailing seats, it should roll easier. So we're gonna go ahead and install these across the entire floor. I'm excited to get these things installed. Again, we can cut and dial this in as perfectly as we need. I'm gonna go ahead and film as much of it as I can, and then we'll talk about it once it's installed. Any issues that I have, I'll roll some stuff on it and we'll test and see just how good these things are. All right guys, so I just did some quick sweep just to make sure we're getting a nice flat surface, but I'm gonna start my first tile here. I'm gonna follow this line that they had. Obviously there was some glued down tile in the past. Follow the line all the way across to there. I'll do an extra cut in. This is the front of the shop, so I'll be able to kind of just lift the edge and fit stuff in as needed. But for now, I just want to get a nice clean line, start backing it out this way, and then down the road, I'll bust out my little miter saw and make my cuts as needed. So we got the first line down. Again, this is a rough cut. I'm just starting that first edge. I'm gonna fill all this stuff in after. Should probably do that before, I understand that, but I'm trying to get this. The bulk of it is going to be really easy. It's just these couple spots right in here. So I'll cut those in and lift them out as needed. Installation of this stuff is insanely easy. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. Obviously I get a little gap there. I'll have to cut those down towards the end. I'll do that as well. But for now, I'm just gonna lay down as much material as I can to get this process going quicker. All right guys, so as you can see, 2 sides of it are flat and 2 sides have the connections. So you just wanna be conscious of that when you're getting it set up. But it's super easy. So this side has the connections on it, this side's flat. So we just overlap it. The teeth go right into the other side. Just take a little rubber mallet, hammer it in, and you're good to go. So now, as we go on from here on, we're gonna have 2 sides that we're actually attaching to. So, there we go. Insanely easy, like full transformation with these things. All right, guys, so we've got a bunch of the flooring down. It looks fantastic. I'm really, really happy with this stuff. I actually like this, as far as the drainage goes, I like this better than what I have in my shop, or at home, my garage shop at home, strictly because, again, like we talked about, the flat surface on top. So I did disregard all this mess. So these are racks I'm gonna be putting up along the side here. This section I have not done yet. The reason for that is my property manager, because the water system is going to be there, they want sort of a fail-safe drainage like backup there, and I'm happy to do that. So I'm just going to set up kind of like a car wash mat, right? So if there's any leaks or whatever else, it'll drain out and be no problem. So I haven't done that part yet, but I have my little Ryobi creeper here, the creeper seat. Now the wheels on this thing, let me go ahead and spin this around for you. As you see, they're not huge, right? They're just a nice little wheel. They're a softer rubberized coating on them. I love this thing, by the way. This thing's fantastic. But I wanted to show you guys just how easy it is to roll around on this. So I'm sitting on it now. I mean, there's like the tiniest bit of resistance. There's no issue rolling around with anything on this type of flooring. Again, because this one has the smoother surface, I can roll around on the one at my house as well, and it works perfectly. It's just not quite as smooth as this one is. So yeah, this stuff's an absolute home run for me. Yeah, good to see you guys. No problem at all. Now, I'm not gonna be polishing cars in here or anything like that, but if you were to do this in your garage at home or in your shop, you'd be able to polish, no problem, just scoot around the whole vehicle, really no issue. Now the other argument with this style of flooring is, again, I talked about this in the beginning of the video, drainage, right? If you have a drain, these are awesome. You can wash on top, water goes right through to the drain. I don't have a drain in my garage. I don't have a drain in my other shop. I don't have a drain here. So for me, it's really an appearance thing. I just really like the way they look. But like I said before, if you were to be working on this and drop a little screw or something like that, it could definitely go down there, and it's not easy to pick up. Another thing that people complain about with these is they say, hey, it actually traps a lot of dirt. And that is fair. Yes, it will. Dirt can fall between there. Now, vacuuming does a pretty good job of cleaning that up. You can just vacuum over the top of it. It gets the majority of it. And then the rest of it, like, again, I went black in here, which I'm kind of rethinking. Maybe I should have gone gray, just because it does show every footprint, but that was while I was working outside coming in. So a little Swiffer sweeper or something like that across the top, and it'll clean up really nicely. But like I said, technically stuff does drop down here, and in order to get it 100% clean, you would need to lift this back up and clean under it, and that is a pain in the butt to do. For my circumstances in here, I'm really not worried about that because, again, this is a retail setup, right? I'm not doing any heavy lifting, heavy work in here. Now, if I was detailing cars in a situation like this, and I was using, even with the drain system, I mean, I guess if you constantly rinse it really well, but still, stuff's gonna come off the car. It could accumulate under this, and you do have to, that's why I did the other flooring in my other shop. All those arguments are extremely fair. And so I wanted to show the option of those other ones as well. If you haven't seen that video and you're interested in the ones that don't have the drainage style, but are still super easy interlocking that you can install and do a full transformation within an afternoon, I'll link that video up here. I really like those ones as well. It's just, for me personally, these ones are my favorite that I've had now. I've had 3 different sets from Vevor. These ones are my favorites. So guys, with that said, I hope that video helps you. I'll put a link to these down in the description. I know they had some available on Amazon. I don't know what kind of quantity they had, but I'll also put a link directly to Vevor, their website for these ones, so you can get them there. I ordered mine off of the Vevor website, and they arrived at my house. Let's see, I ordered 25 boxes of them, and I received 22 of them within like 2 days. And then, I don't know if it was just an issue with the shipper, but then like one came a day later, and then the last 2 came a day or 2 after that. Not a big deal. I actually bought more than I need. So, but yeah, couldn't be happier. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to bring this stuff to your attention. Hopefully this gives you the option to do what you want in your garage and make that really cool effect, make it look really good at an extreme budget. Because again, you know, if you go with the big name brands, these things are you know, starting at $5 a foot, if not more. And these ones are coming in sub $2. So incredible value. I'm very, very happy with them. Yes, you can drive on them and all that kind of good stuff. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell. We'll see you guys on the next one.